Hi, when was the last time you were addicted to the game, like really addicted? For me, it doesn't happen very often. With age, you acquire more gaming experience, and new games mostly have same things that you have seen before. Once in a while, a new game comes onto your radar, and after trying it, you become really addicted to it. And one of such games for me is Warframe. In this video, I want to break down the game into topics. In each topic I will discuss different aspects of the game that attracts different types of players. Even if you are not into shooter games, there are many other things that can make this game enjoyable and addicting. As far as I can remember myself, I was always overthinker, overanalyzer, and that is what I'm gonna do in this video. And the first thing I look into the game is diversity. For example, you have most generic class warrior. Can you build that warrior the way you want, or do you follow the same path as everyone else? And in Warframe you kind of have this freedom. This game already has 29 different classes, not counting primed versions of them, and soon to have another one. Each class is very unique, but what really makes it interesting is that you can mod them. And despite only having 4 different abilities and 1 passive, you can augment some abilities to do different things. You can change the mods the way you like and experiment. For me, it's probably one of the most addicting things about this game. I love experimenting and discovering new builds. And probably second most important thing is weapon variety. This game has few hundred weapons. Some of them are really cool and some of them are just crazy. And just like with classes, you can mod weapons too. Talking about mods, there are hundreds if not thousands of mods. If you love brainstorming and making builds, then you're gonna love this game. What would be Space Ninja game without space combat? Yep, you can fight in space. Even if space missions are not that refined, it still provides different kind of experience. Yeah, have fun getting disoriented and even sick. No up or down, no left or right.
Drones, take them out.
Talking about movements, another extremely cool feature is parkour. Tired of games where you can only crouch and jump? Try this. Sprint. Roll. Slide. Glide. Backflip. Dive kick. Bullet jump. Climb. Wall run. Wall latch. Or combine it all to make it into ninja dancing, art of movement. This will require a lot of time and practice to make it smooth, but once you learn, you will feel like a flipping ninja. And do you know what else are ninjas good for? Killing stuff. This game has one of the most satisfying headshot feelings that I have ever seen in any game. Not only that, but it has very cool physics. You can ragdoll enemies across the room, pin them to the wall, or slash them in half. And often enemies make very funny positions. Sometimes you just want to chill and kill stuff, and you're gonna have a lot of fun doing that. Now let's move on to less obvious things. Put on your mountain shoes, take your backpack and let's get exploring. If you take your time and explore, you can expect to find hidden oddities, hidden loot and even secret rooms. The game does encourage you to explore, especially missions like sabotage. You will be rewarded if you find special containers and caches. Exploring is also related to puzzles and mazes. Spy-type missions always requires you to find your way through all the obstacles, lasers and traps, and at the end solve a little puzzle.
Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone.
And most puzzles are not hard, but as you go higher in levels it becomes more complicated. Even all mission can be a puzzle, and I do not dare to go there alone. So if you like exploring and puzzles, then you're definitely gonna find challenge in here. This game also has really nice backstory and cool cinematics, and few big wow moments. It will definitely surprise you. But I do not want to spoil it here. And talking about spoils, in order to craft those weapons and build those warframes, you're gonna need loot. And if you like farming stuff, you're gonna be pleased to know that there are classes that specialize in farming. And farming is something you're gonna have to do in this game a lot. And at first I really didn't like it, because you would spend 1 day or even 3 days waiting, crafting something. Not to mention the time you're gonna spend gathering all the resources and materials. But actually that is one of the hidden things that make this game addicting. It is like long distance relationship. You can't meet that person as much as you like and you are forced to wait. And this waiting makes you think about it even more. You think about it, how you're gonna mod this weapon or warframe, how you're gonna play it, and how you're gonna have so much fun with it. And sometimes results disappoint you, and you curse the time you wasted waiting and thinking about it, but at the end, that's what makes it interesting. Sure, if you have money you can rush it and make it faster, but that will shorten the addiction for this game, and you don't wanna do that. Or do you? Now, talking about money, let's talk about cash shop and trading. If you like trading, if you like buying and later selling for profit, then you're gonna be very pleased to know that you can get almost anything in this game just by playing it. And this gets a bit complicated and discouraging. In order to store your all weapons and warframes, you're gonna need to have space. And to get space you're gonna need to pay platinum. And the way you get platinum is either you buy them with real money or trade items and mods with other players for platinum. And this is probably one of the game's strongest features, but also at the same time this is one of the weak spots. At first I was not addicted to this game for the first like 2 weeks. The amount of information I needed to know about this game was really discouraging, and after searching for information and some videos, I finally decided to join a clan, and that opened up more possibilities. Because some weapons and warframes can only be acquired from clan dojo. It is also easier to get information and help doing some missions. This is also when I found out about website dedicated for making trading a lot easier, and this is where the game started to get really exciting. I was able to start farming for useful stuff, selling them to other players, making platinum, and in doing that I was able to expand my inventory slots, upgrade warframes and weapons, get more mods that I needed, and the addiction just kept going. But for people who do not know about that, this can be really discouraging. You look at it and you see almost everything needs platinum. And you might come to conclusion that this game is pay to win, but in reality making platinum is really easy. And the funny thing is, this game is completely free and you can get almost any items just by playing it, but this system does not reduced my desire to spend real money in this game, and Warframe is one of the very few games that I actually spent money on, and I do not regret it. Another related topic to that is customization and decoration. If you dream about being fashion designer, then you definitely want to hear this part. You can make skins and skin models. It will be implemented into the game. Your nickname will be next to that skin or skin model, and you can make real money because that skin or skin model will be in the cash shop, and every time someone buys it, you get part of that payment. How cool is that? Make money making skins. Also on the subject of customization, while most other games only allow you to customize your character, in this game you can also customize your spaceship. Change interior and exterior colors, put decorations, and you can customize your own dojo. And dojo is basically clan house. If you like decorating and making your home the way you like, then you're definitely gonna like this. And our clan leader is a bit obsessed with turtles, so that's why we have many of them. But you can also change and add more rooms. Dojos also have research labs and even duel and challenge rooms. Having a dojo is also very useful for making trades fast, or just meeting with friends and showing your fashion. Another thing that I should talk about that adds to this game addiction, that is graphics and skill effects. My first thought when I entered the mission was, wow, how is this game free to play? It has very well optimized game engine. Game looks very good and even on maxed settings it runs very smooth. But that alone wouldn't mean very much. But once you combine it with skill effects, it creates a rich atmosphere and really satisfying feeling. For example, Rhino Stomp ability. As description says, Rhino stomps with force sufficient to disrupt time, and when you use this ability, you can sort of feel the time freezing around you. Not just visuals, but those sounds make it feel so impactful. And I just love it how every ability gives that unique feeling. It seems devs put a lot of effort making these skills feel unique. And talking about devs, what really surprised me was how much they are involved with community. I mean, devs themselves doing streams on Twitch, playing the game and talking about what's coming next, answering players' questions, doing some giveaways, and by some, I mean a lot. And if you are lucky, unlike me, you can win 1000 platinum just for being in Twitch chat. I personally don't really care about these giveaways, because I don't really believe in luck, and if I want something I have to work for it. But that's just how I am. But I assume people with gambling addiction might find this more appealing. Nonetheless, I really like listening to devs talking about game and upcoming changes, because I like changes. Changes keeps game fresh. And the game that keeps growing and changing will have easier time keeping players playing. And that's pretty much all the topics that I think make this game really addicting. I'm sure some of you might be angry that I didn't mention anything bad about this game, because I believe if you want to enjoy something, you need to focus on good things. So that's it for this video. And if you think this video might help someone decide if this game is worth trying, then please do share it with your friends. I'm planning to make more Warframe videos, so subscribe so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching, bye bye.